Cyber Daily News for June 19th, 2026. We start with what may be the largest credential exposure ever recorded. Researchers at Cyber News discovered an unprotected Elasticsearch cluster holding 24 billion records and more than 8 terabytes of data. The vast majority were InfoStealer logs, usernames, email addresses, and plaintext passwords, each saved alongside the website it was meant to unlock. The data came from 36 sources, most of them cybercrime Telegram channels. With billions of accounts now at risk of takeover, multi-factor authentication has never mattered more. Next, a big win for law enforcement. In the latest phase of Operation Endgame, authorities from the Netherlands, Canada, the United States, and Germany dismantled the SOC-Gaulish malware network linked to the cybercrime group Evil Corp. Investigators cleaned nearly 15,000 compromised websites and took down more than 100 servers and domains used to spread malware through hacked WordPress sites. It's a significant disruption of one of the most prolific malware delivery chains online. There's an urgent patch deadline this week. The Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency added a critical Splunk enterprise flaw to its known exploited vulnerabilities catalog after attackers began exploiting it just days after disclosure. The bug lets an unauthenticated attacker create or truncate files on affected systems through an exposed database service that's missing authentication. With a severity score of 9.8, federal agencies were given only 3 days to patch. Security researchers have disclosed a previously unknown flaw in the boot chain of several Apple devices. Demonstrated through a proof of concept called US Blighter 8, the vulnerability combines a hardware weakness in a USB controller with a firmware configuration issue. It affects Apple's A12 and A13 chips, plus the Apple Watch Series 4 and 5. Because the flaw lives in immutable BootROM code, software updates can't fully fix it. Researchers say upgrading to newer hardware is the only real mitigation. A simple website flaw has exposed one of tech's most secretive networks. A hacktivist discovered an open directory in the source code of a site belonging to Dialog, a private, invitation-only society co-founded by investor Peter Thiel that convenes US officials, foreign figures, and Silicon Valley executives at off-the-record retreats. The leak revealed a registration list of 222 attendees, along with political profiles, login tokens, and personal data. A ready-made target list for espionage, influence operations, and blackmail. Microsoft is tracking a stealthy crypto-stealing malware campaign. The so-called Clipper spreads through malicious shortcut files on USB drives and monitors your clipboard, silently swapping in the attacker's wallet address right before you paste. What makes it hard to catch is that it ships with its own Tor client and hides its command server inside the Tor network, avoiding any exposed addresses. Beyond stealing crypto, it grabs screenshots and seed phrases, turning a simple stealer into a lightweight backdoor. A supply chain attack is rippling through the security industry itself. Hackers compromised the platform Klue and exfiltrated data from the Salesforce instances of its customers, including the well-known cybersecurity firms Huntress and Recorded Future. It's another reminder that even the companies defending everyone else remain exposed through the third-party tools they rely on. And finally, a case of insider threat reaching the highest profile. The UK's data protection regulator has formally cautioned a healthcare worker who attempted to sell the Princess of Wales's private medical records. The hospital insider escaped criminal prosecution but now faces official censure, a stark reminder that some of the most sensitive breaches start not with a hacker, but with someone already on the inside. That's your briefing for today. The CVE numbers and full details for every story are linked in the show notes. That's a wrap for today's Cyber Daily News. Be sure to subscribe so you never miss the latest in cybersecurity. Catch us on YouTube and your favorite podcast platform. See you next time.